नारे रिसालत अज़मत शान मुस्तफ़ा।
हज़रत अल्लामा मौलाना मुफ्ती मोहम्मद असलम साहिब, हज़रत अल्लामा मौलाना मोहम्मद बाबू हुसैन साहब, हज़रत अल्लामा मौलाना फैज़ान अरफानी साहिब, उलमा ज़िशान, elders, youngers, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. Before I formally begin, I would request everybody to join me with great love, attention and affection and recite the rules upon Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina wa Mawlana Muhammadin wa ala ali Sayyidina wa Mawlana Muhammadin wa barik wa sallim wa salli alayhi. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen wal aqibatu lil muttaqeen was salatu was salamu ala rasulihi Muhammadin wa alihi wa sahbihi ajma'een. Amma ba'd, fa'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Kullu nafsin dha'iqatul maut. Sadaqallahu al-azim wa sadaqa rasuluhu an-nabiyyul kareem. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا ومولانا محمد وبارك وسلم وسلم عليه. All praises of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the creator, controller of this entire universe. May the choicest blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be upon our Nabi, Nabiullah, Habibullah. सरकार मदीना, रूह हसीना, नबी करीम, रऊफुर रहीम, रहमतल लिल आलमीन, सय्यदुल मुरसलीन, खातमुन नबिय्यीन, इमामुल अंबिया, अहमद मुज्तबा, मुहम्मद अरबी, मुहम्मदुर रसूलुल्लाह सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि व आलिहि व सहबिहि व बारिक वसल्लम. Alhamdulillah ta'ala, I would like to thank Janab Hazrat Allama Maulana Babu Hussain Sahib and Janab Tahir Sahib for inviting me on this occasion to commemorate, to remember their Nani Jan who passed away and left this world. There's many things that can be said on these occasions. However, the verse that I recited in the opening, كُلُّ نَفْسٍ ذَائِقَةُ الْمَوْتِ, indeed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala confirms that every soul shall taste death. Now, and it's interesting that the wording Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses, He said, dhaika, which means taste. And He explains death and He says that it is a taste. Now, we know that taste is something which is temporal. It's something temporary. Is something which comes and goes. So if death is a temporary state, if it's a transition, then what happens to the person who we consider to be dead or somebody who dies? They revert back to something. What do they revert back to after this taste of death expires? They revert back to life. Which life? This life? No. Better than this life. This is the life that they revert back to. This is the reality which we must all return to. You know, there's a Sahih Hadith in Tirmidhi Sharif, the Prophet ﷺ, he instructs us that when we attend the graveyard, we should all recite this dua, Assalamu alaikum ya ahlul qubur. Salam be upon, salutations be upon all people of the graveyard. And this is Sahih Hadith, and it's interesting to actually think at this point that there's some people who say that you shouldn't make dua for the deceased. You shouldn't make dua for those people who passed away. This is the hukam of Rasulullah Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Sahih Hadith is telling you to make dua for the people of the graveyard. Because what is salam? Salam is dua. We are sending salutations on these people. And this is an order upon the ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the Prophet ﷺ says, when you send salam upon them, they hear you and they respond to that salam. Can you hear them? 6 foot beneath the ground, they hear you and they respond to that salam. Tell me which life is better, this life or that life. They have amplified hearing. If this is the shan of an average ummati, and a mu'min. Imagine the alam of Sayyidina Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We recite the root from here, and Sayyidina Mustafa hears it from Medina Munawwara sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You know, because the Nani of Hazrat Al Qama, Baba Hussain Sahib was passed away. You know, there's a specific hadith that I'm always reminded of whenever somebody talks about the passing away of the mother, because she was the mother of this family. You know, the ulama explain, and they're present here, you can ask them, that there is no station in this ummah which is greater than the station of the Sahaba Kareem radiallahu ta'ala anhum. Greater than the awliya, the sadiqeen, the shuhada, the saliheen. This position, the highest pedestal in this ummah, is enjoyed by the Sahaba radiallahu ta'ala anhum. That's why the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, he says in hadith, Ashabukun najum, bi'ayyihim iqtadaytum ihtadaytum. The Sahaba radiallahu ta'ala anhum, they are like the shining stars. Follow any one of them, you will be guided. This is the high bar that Hazur alayhi salatu wasalam is setting for his companions. And look at the wording. The Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam said like the shining stars. Why did he say shining stars? Can you reach the stars? Can any of us reach the stars? And the stars beautify the sky, and the Sahaba beautify the Ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And it's no wonder that the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam also said that anybody who has seen me, and anybody who has seen those who have seen me, upon them the fire of Jahannam is haram. This applies to the Sahaba radiallahu ta'ala anhum. And I tell you this, that there is a famous narration brought by Imam Ahmad, and he says about Hazrat Al Qama radiallahu ta'ala anhu. He was a Sahabi of Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam. He lived in the time of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. He was somebody who was not only a great alim ad-deen, he was also an abid. He was a worshipper. And they say he gave so much in the way of Allah fi sabilillah. He gave so much in the way of Allah, even he didn't have any account of this. He was known for these great actions. But when Hazrat Al Qama radiallahu ta'ala, when he came towards the end of his life, when he was on his deathbed, his wife came to the court of Rasul Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam. She said, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, all the Sahaba were present. Hazrat Bilal Habshi radiallahu ta'ala, Hazrat Ali karamallahu wajhil Kareem, all the Sahaba were present. And she said, Ya Rasulullah, my husband, your Al Qama, he's unwell. He's on his deathbed. He's struggling. He's suffering. Ya Rasulullah, he's struggling to pass away. Please come to his aid. So the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, he sent some of the Sahaba who were with him. He says, go and see the situation of Hazrat Al Qama radiallahu ta'ala. When they went, they came back and they reported to the Prophet alayhi salam the same as the wife had reported. That he was struggling to say the kalima on his deathbed. He was struggling to end his life with the kalima. And he was suffering in sakratul maut, the pangs of death. And the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, look at the vision of Rasul Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said, bring his mother to me. Go and summon his mother and bring her to me. Al Qama. And when they brought the mother to Rasul Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Prophet established through his conversation with her that the mother was unhappy with Hazrat Al Qama radiallahu ta'ala. She was upset with her son Hazrat Al Qama radiallahu ta'ala. And as a result of this, his son was suffering at the time of death. He was unable to bring the kalima to his tongue. There's something for us to think about here. We upset our parents in our life. Wallahi, I've heard this. I've heard people say, who cares about my mom and dad? I'm going to go to my own grave. I'm going to answer for myself. Wallahi, I've heard this. And they forgot what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told us in the Quran. وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. Be kind to your parents, especially when they're in old age. When we're young, when we are young, they care for us some 15 years of our life. They clean and they care for us, and they're there to pick us up when we fall. And some people have said that it's in the last sort of 15 years of someone's life, if they become elderly, that they begin to struggle. Then it's our turn to repay this favor. We all know the maqam of parents in Islam. So I was saying to you, Hazrat Al Qama radiallahu ta'ala, then the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, he instructed the Sahaba radiallahu ta'ala, he said, go and get log wood, and we'll get this wood, and we will use it to burn Hazrat Al Qama. We will set him alight. When the mother of Hazrat Al Qama seen this, she said, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, don't burn my son. She was upset with him. But no mother can watch her own son be burned before her eyes. The Prophet ﷺ explained to her, it's better that we burn him here in this world. It's better that we do this now rather than he feels the fire in the afterlife, which will be much more severe. So the Prophet ﷺ, when he told her this, the mother of Hazrat Al Qama radiallahu ta'ala anha, she became upset. And she announced that she's forgiving her son, Hazrat Al Qama radiallahu ta'ala. And then Rasul Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam